It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey, Jim.
Oh! Hey, Bryce!
And also, we have the return of the Merman. We never know when he's going to show up. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he's working, sometimes he's not.
That's the way life goes.
What are you wearing? I don't even know what that shirt is.
It's my Angry Viking.
Angry
right, it is.
Viking.
Which my bestie got me for Christmas.
That's right, he did.
Oh, well.
Because that's my permanent attitude. I'm an Angry Viking all the time.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast, please like, subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform. Or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/Film Rage YYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible film. If it played in the cinemas anywhere in the world, even if only one person went, the director's mom.
Me.
Or Murray. Exactly. Now, let's get to raging. What would the amazing movement predict? What would the amazing movement predict? Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mono? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce saw at the movies? You know what? Here he comes swimming to you. Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim,
Look out
Murray.
for sharks. Swim, Murray, swim, Murray. Oh, there's a mermaid. Swim, Murray, swimming to
Song that never ends.
But it always changes
And you
too. I
change
don't
the
even know where
words
to come
every
in.
week.
So
All right, then just don't. All right, so on
swim,
this,
Murray, swim,
all right,
Murray.
shut up. On the docket this week, according to this, we have 3 movies.
Tra!
A triple
Tribe banger.
trifecta of movies.
Yeah.
First one, Beetlejuice, which I know you two were not looking forward to, but I was.
Yes.
So go on a limb here. I'm gonna say double rage from you boys because you have no heart.
Okay.
Next up, we have Diener 89, which, what I understand, is like a Fubar prequel or something. It's the same guy, apparently, same character, but I don't know.
Is it the same character? I don't even know.
I think it is.
I don't even know.
But anyway, I didn't see the first 2, but I understand the concept of the whole thing. It's heavy metal rock dudes who are basically lazy in their basements kind of thing.
Rock out with your cock
And it was
out.
set in the 80s, so you got the 80s music and the 80s cars.
Yeah, this was like written for you,
I
Murray.
might have gone to it, except I don't like that kind of music.
There was a lot of talking.
There was a lot of talking in it.
So maybe double man.
so much talking.
So much talking.
So I think maybe double man, because I don't think it was that great.
All right.
And we
There was a
have
lot of Dawkin.
Dawkin or Talkin?
Dawkin.
What the fuck is Dawkin?
Don Dawkin?
They're a rock band.
They're a band in the 80s.
Never heard of them.
Dream Warriors. No?
That doesn't help.
All right.
Sorry, I was strictly top 40
What's that song?
pop.
Banana. Banana.
You're not making a case.
Banana.
The hardest I go is
Ba-da-da-da.
AC/DC.
Ba-da-da.
That sounds exactly like Dawkin.
Yeah, that don't help.
See, it's a good thing.
Anyway, yeah, so, if it's not Motley Crue
Breaking
or
the
AC/DC,
Chains.
I don't
That's
know
it.
who they are.
I had to do the whole thing so I could remember the chorus. Breaking
Anyway,
the Chains. It was
whatever.
in the movie too.
Doesn't matter.
There you go.
I know The Chain by Fleetwood Mac.
There you go.
Yeah, that's not the same song.
They were,
That's
but
the song I know.
they could have been in the movie because
There you
they
go.
also were in the 80s.
And the
Not
last
that
one.
song.
Still,
Whatever. Let's move
they could have
on.
performed that
Whatever.
at a
Don't care.
Dawkin.
Anyways, did I
Don't
tell
care,
you?
let's
Did I
move
tell
on.
you in Diener 89 there was a lot of Dawkin?
Yeah, which I still don't understand what that is. The last one, The Front Room, which I did see a trailer for at the movie theater. And to me, it looked stupid.
But did you see who produced it?
I forgot.
A24.
Right. That's no guarantee.
There's kind of a rule.
Is it no guarantee?
There's
I
a
kind of
rule.
think it
I
might
don't-
be a
There
guarantee.
is kind of a
I don't think it's
guarantee.
guaranteed because you got a pop singer in the leading role, so I don't know about that.
She's not. She hasn't sang anything lately.
You know what the weird thing is that on the poster it says Brandy. It doesn't say her last name, but it's Brandy Norwood in the movie and the credits everywhere else. But on the poster,
I thought it was Monica.
It just says Brandy.
Is that because they're trying to attract people who liked Brandy?
I guess.
in the
Well, then they
90s,
should have said
30 years
Moesha.
ago. Yeah,
Because
there
that's
you
who
go.
she starred
Anyway.
as in the TV show. She was
I don't
Moesha.
know. Like, you,
No,
guys,
but
you,
she's a
you
singer.
guys will probably mondo that.
Yeah, she is a singer, but she starred in a
Was a
sitcom
singer?
called Moesha.
Yeah, but she when they go Brandy, it's because that was her tagline when she was a singer.
Her
Brandy.
stage name.
Well, I understand that, but if they want it, anyway,
That's like Raven.
Your argument's terrible.
That's like Raven. Nobody knows what
pretzels
the hell
are
her
making
last
me
name
thirsty.
is.
That's
it's just
right.
Raven. That's
Exactly.
so Raven. But
You know what? This is getting wound up. This
Exactly.
could be
Anyway,
the greatest episode.
I'm probably
ever.
I
dead.
think it's gonna be terrible.
I'm probably dead wrong, but I'm gonna go with double rage on that.
Double
All
rage.
right.
I'll probably mondo it because it's 824. But
It's 824.
Again, they
They've
don't
got
have
a track
They don't
record.
have a perfect record. They've had a few, but anyway.
Can
No one has a perfect record.
Can you list
They haven't
any
had-
A24
There's
that was
been
a
no
rage?
rages.
Not off my
Was there-
hand. No,
This will be the
there's-
first ever if there is
There's
one.
been a few mez.
Well,
There's been some mess,
it doesn't mean.
but we're saying
well,
that they're
there's been some
consistent.
mez by you guys.
Yeah.
I rage about a couple of them. But
Yeah, well, that's neither
like,
here
yeah.
nor there.
anyway, so yeah, I'm probably dead wrong there. But yeah, let's go double rage.
All right.
All right then, fire away.
Oh, was that it? That's all we saw?
That's it. We only saw
Order
3.
this
I know
list.
it's. Well, you know what? That could change the next little while because we got lots on the docking.
Yeah, but
Docking
it's
coming up.
mostly-
No,
it's
so
mostly-
that's a
it's mostly-
docket. You see, you still got docking on the brain from
I've
Diener
got-
89.
I've
There was
got so much
There was so much docking.
So much docking.
It was a lot of docking. Oh man,
So much docking.
so much docking.
All right. Would you like to tell us about Beetlejuice?
Sure we do.
Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Beetlejuice is the latest movie from Mr. Tim Burton. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but there was actually a Beetlejuice in the 80s, and this is the sequel to it.
Oh, so it's not Beetlejuice 2. It's just 2
Yeah.
Beetlejuices.
Yeah.
Because they can't put 3, because otherwise he'll show up.
But he's like, isn't he supposed to be like a demon? So he shouldn't have aged.
He's a ghost.
He's dead.
He's
Okay,
just
he's dead, so he doesn't
whatever.
age, but
So
now
it
he
was-
definitely looks
It
older.
was makeup.
Even with the makeup, he
Well,
looks
that's why.
older.
That's why Gina Davis wasn't in it, because she has aged. She was dead too. And
So, well,
Dead
and
too?
That's
Isn't it-
what she said. Ghosts don't age. That's why she wasn't in it.
yeah, yeah. Well,
well, there you
so
go.
that's what he should
But no,
have done.
he is more of a demon. She was a ghost.
Yeah, he was like a
Okay?
demon.
Yeah, because he crosses back and forth.
Yeah, he's not a ghost.
I think ghosts can pass back and forth too.
I don't think so.
I don't think ghosts exist.
You know what? The universe
they
that
do in this
Beetlejuice has
universe.
created makes no sense. So,
It's supposed to.
you know what?
And that's the thing.
Apparently, that's the reason why he's old.
Anyways, this was a sequel to that 80s movie that everybody loved except for me. I thought it was not terrible. Here's the thing though. Kudos to Tim Burton for keeping a lot of practical stuff alive, for keeping puppets alive,
Yep.
for because
Makeup.
this was all practical. I mean,
all
I
makeup.
don't think there was a CGI thing in this
No.
whole movie. And kudos to him for doing that. Even the little animation sequence.
That was funny. I
It
like
was
that.
completely out of left field.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't fit at all.
I like that.
But I was still happy to see it because everything in this movie I was really happy to see. The problem was the movie was not good. Having said that, it's always worth watching Beetlejuice just for Bob. Bob is funny,
Bob is funny.
and every scene with Bob is gold.
Solid
Absolute gold.
That would be the shrunken head guy. who doesn't
Solid
talk.
guy.
That would be the shrunken head
now
guy.
he multiplies
Kind of
it.
the
It's like-
lead shrunken
He
head.
kind of talks.
Sort of
Oh, he
Beetlejuice's
mumbles.
left-hand
His-
man.
talks a
His
little
mouth
bit.
is sewed shut. He can't say words.
He kind of talked
He
a little
mumbles.
bit.
Yeah, he just kind of mumbles. He doesn't say words. He doesn't talk. At any rate. Yeah, this was kind of weird. I didn't like I thought that they took this story and it's one of those deals where when was the first one? Like
80s.
40 years ago, 35
80s.
years ago, probably late 80s.
Late 80s.
Yeah. So, you got 35 years to come up with a script. This was not a good script,
According to you.
according to me.
That's right. Audience of
This
one.
was-
Well, most people that are watching this, not that I care about what anybody else thinks, most people aren't loving this movie. They're going
No.
to see it,
And that's,
but they're not loving it.
And unless you're having a great big nostalgia sandwich, anybody that's new to Beetlejuice that's never seen the original, absolutely avoid this movie because there is nothing for you in this. There's a little bit of cool animation. Bob's funny, but is that worth 90 minutes of your time? And well, I don't know, 14, 15, 20 bucks, whatever they charge for movies these days.
17.
In
Probably
IMAX.
not. At the end of the day, though, I saw the first one. I liked the animation. Bob was funny. I didn't like the story. I didn't think Jenna Ortega added anything. I'm not a big fan of hers. Justin Theroux, he kind of just annoys me in everything he's in, is Rory.
One thing I can
Catherine O'Hara, underused and not at her best. So yeah, at the end of the day, I didn't hate it. It was meh.
All right.
surprising.
Hey, call it a win.
A whole lot.
Call
more
it a
venom
win,
out of
Mur.
that.
Call it a win.
I guess so.
All right.
I love Bob.
So
Bob needs his own movie. Unfortunately,
The Bob
it would have to
movie.
be a prequel to this
Yes.
one.
yeah, that you know what?
Spoiler alert.
They killed him good.
That would be a good one.
I'd totally watch a Bob
Yeah,
movie.
although there was like 72 Bobs in
But
it.
I don't want
so-
any
There's
dialogue
only
in
one
it.
Bob though.
Yeah, just no dialogue.
No dialogue.
Well, I like to see what happened before his head got shrunk.
Didn't he get shrunk in the first one by that witch doctor?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
waiting room.
Because he was sitting there in the waiting room.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
they
he was
shrunk-
okay.
And
Yeah.
at the end of the
Beetlejuice.
movie,
Yeah.
Beetlejuice got his head shrunk too.
Yeah. So
Stole-
how
'cause he stole
so
somebody's number.
there's another thing which makes no sense. His head
whatever.
should still be shrunk. Okay, so I never wanted a sequel to Beetlejuice, and still wish that there never was one.
Yeah.
It had way too many storylines going on at the same time, some of which were kind of not fully mature. See if my glasses work. Oh, they do. Yeah. Well, maybe some were, but for the most part, not all of them were mature.
No.
And I still have no idea why Beetlejuice got older, which we've already kind of talked about. It still makes no sense. It also makes no sense that his head isn't shrunken.
40 years.
Can anyone? Yeah, but he's a freaking
What,
ghost.
are they gonna
Ghosts
recast
and
him?
demons. Maybe, or
No.
he could have just said no, and they call it
No.
Beetlejuice,
No.
and have the rest of the cast. Okay, coming to more. Can anybody explain it to me? I mean, he's a fucking dead person, so they don't age. But let's get over this. But, and there is a big but, and I cannot lie, it had Danny DeVito
It did.
and Willem Dafoe.
It did.
The best kind of train. That's right, a soul train.
Soul Train.
It had Catherine O'Hara at her funnest. I thought Catherine
Yes,
O'Hara
thank
was
you.
great in this.
Thank
No.
you.
Michael Keaton at his Beetlejuiciest. They took care of all the missing cast in a
did.
creative
They
and
did.
not terrible way.
Yes.
I laughed and sang along with the music numbers, and all in all, it was a fun movie that never needed to happen. So it was meh. I got some unpacking, but I didn't. Here's the thing. I agree with Bryce. The writing was not great, but I did have fun because the characters they created were still fun, except for Jenna Ortega, which I'm gonna get on board with that. All right,
Okay, look.
so that was a man. That's two mans.
Here's the deal.
Oh, the real deal?
If you didn't like the original film, you probably won't like this one. This movie was
I
not
liked the
made for
first one.
you.
I like the
Yeah.
first one.
I didn't.
Michael Keaton has done a lot of
That's
dramatic roles in his career, and if you prefer your Keaton to be more serious, there are much better options. This film is, in his own words, the most fun role he ever did. The only one he wanted to return to.
More than Jack Frost?
More than Jack Frost.
That doesn't make any sense.
Catherine O'Hara is back in my most favorite role that she's done since SCTV. I loved her in both of them.
You didn't like Kevin?
Yeah, whatever. She was annoying in that. And come on, has there ever been a film that Willem Dafoe did not make better just by being in it?
It's true. Murray can't lie. It's a truth.
I
It's a
really
truth bomb right
Can't say
there.
the same for the rest of the cast. Well, Jenna Ortega was a great choice for the creepy daughter because she is creepy. I have never and will never like Justin Theroux.
What?
I
Here,
don't
here.
care
There's two
what
of you now.
role he plays. I can't stand the guy. Predictably, he's a sleaze bag in this one too. Danny DeVito was great, except his part was far too brief. The crazy lady who stapled her body parts back together was decent, though her story arc was a big misdirect for the actual plot of the film.
Yeah, didn't make
Like
any sense.
I thought it would be a thing, and it wasn't.
No,
really a thing.
they had too many story arcs in it.
Almost an afterthought, really.
It was all over the place, man.
What this film was fun. I loved all the practical makeup effects and weird creatures of the underworld.
Absolutely.
2 words. Soul Train.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
The
awesome.
demon baby was fun too. Kind of
Who
like
doesn't love a demon
Chucky,
baby?
but more juice.
That's right.
The music was great. That Denny Elfman theme song had me hooked from the beginning. And I couldn't help but hum along because I missed that song. The music number at the end was fun too, though I seriously don't understand the lyrics to MacArthur Park. Someone left the cake out in the rain? What the hell does that even mean?
I mean, someone left the cake out in the
That
rain.
song makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. I much prefer the Weird Al version, the parody about Jurassic Park.
They should have put that in there.
I won't sing it for you though. There were some interesting plot twists. As I said before, the misdirect of the supposed main villain was surprising. Like, she was hardly in it.
It was
Like,
redonkulous.
It started off being a big thing, and then you didn't see her till the end.
She ended up not being the main villain.
Yeah, which was again, it said misdirect.
Maybe that was the whole. Maybe
It
that was the whole
misdirect.
point.
Maybe that was the whole point.
Maybe
Was there a villain?
Yeah, the kid.
Was he?
Yeah, he was trying to
Yeah,
go to.
don't give away stuff.
Was he? I don't know.
Anyways,
But yes, there was a different villain. So many funny moments, even if I was the only person in the sold-out auditorium that was laughing.
Oh!
And it was sold out.
So apparently not everybody in the movie did like
well,
it.
there was plenty of kids there. I heard laughing, but I appreciated it because I was old enough to actually see the original, and most of the people in the audience were not.
everybody's old enough to see the original. You can see it anywhere.
No, I mean when it came out in the theaters, to appreciate it in the original.
Yeah, you can watch it on the TV.
Anyway, I don't care.
I can pull it up right now.
I like what I like. I even watched the original again.
So did I.
Which
So did
by
I.
some miracle was
I watched
on
it twice.
It was
I
on
fell
network.
asleep the first time.
Can I finish? Just eat your damn chips.
Yeah, eat your chips.
I'm trying to finish my sentence.
Chip.
I watched the original again, which by some miracle was on network TV last weekend.
What?
What are the chances of that happening?
What? Yeah.
Okay, I loved this movie a lot, but it wasn't a Mondo.
What?
That Justin guy really ruined every scene he was in.
What? Are you saying this was a trifecta meh?
Yeah, if he wasn't cast in that, I might have gone to a Mondo, but yeah, he sucked. He was terrible. So it's a high meh, but a fun, nostalgic ride with Mr. Burton and Mr. Keaton.
Oh, well, you know what that means.
I
This
enjoyed it.
So we all totally agree.
Yes, but my is a little higher on the spectrum than your guys'.
There you go. It's
3 different levels.
It's probably. Yeah, you know what? It's definitely probably 3 different levels.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it barely got to meh for Bryce. I was mid-level meh.
Yeah, you were gonna hate it.
You know,
saying you were gonna hate
well, I thought I was gonna hate it, and then I couldn't hate it because all the characters they had, like having Danny
I just like
DeVito in
Bob.
it was great.
Bob was-
Danny DeVito was brilliant in
Bob
this.
was the best.
Dafoe.
Everybody else
it.
sucked.
William Dafoe was
he
great.
a dead guy. He was a cop, but in life he was an actor. So he's an actor trying to be a cop.
Yeah, like his whole arc was
His whole
fantastic.
shtick was awesome.
Okay, so I do have some unpacking that I want to unpack. So, what the fuck is with Beetlejuice and his Italian? Am I missing something?
Oh, you mean speaking Italian?
Yeah, like
I don't know.
he had a couple of scenes where there was Italian. Is it because his girlfriend's
girlfriend.
Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was all it was.
But yeah, the woman that he married and then tried to kill him was Italian. At least the actress is. I don't know about the character, but yeah, I think they were in Italy.
I guess, but
I don't know.
like there was scenes in it where she
He's
wasn't
been-
in it.
he's
and
been
he
around
was
like
still
300 years.
talking Italian.
If you're, it's like
I don't know why you had a problem with that.
it's like vampires. If you're alive for like 300 years, you pick up some stuff.
Okay.
You travel, you pick up languages. You got nothing else to do. You're bored, right?
Yep. And
Is
okay,
that okay?
can we also talk about? Did they really need to sing Deo at the dude's funeral?
that
was
a little
stupid.
weird. Yeah.
That was stupid.
Absolutely,
with
they did.
the choir.
It was dumb.
And did you see the headstone?
Well, the whole movie's dumb. That's what it is.
Oh, that's me. Oh, I never got it till now.
The headstone was funny.
Thank God you just explained that to me.
There you go. You're welcome.
I did enjoy the headstone, though.
The headstones?
In this movie,
yeah, they're not
again,
a bad
spoiler
band,
alert,
I guess. They weren't in this movie, though.
The father who dies, which in reality...
he died in real life.
Yeah, because... No, he didn't. He's still alive.
What? No, I think he died.
No, he's in
do we have to even go? Do we even have to go there, Murray?
He's in major trouble right now.
He's he's got some skeletons in his past.
I think he's either in prison or awaiting prison. But anyway,
he did some inexcusable things.
They wrote him off, and apparently he's a bird watcher, bird lover, and he like his plane crashed, and then he ended up in the ocean, and he
got eaten by a shark,
cut in half. I think he brought back his character, but it was just like his torso without the head.
Yeah, which was more just ridiculousness.
It was funny. But yeah, they recast that.
It was practical effects.
They recast that character too. So, but anyway, no, but the headstone was a shark fin. That was funny.
Yeah, but again, I guess the ridiculous.
It's supposed to be ridiculous. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Have you seen Tim Burton movies? Like everything Johnny Depp has ever done?
Yeah.
They're all ridiculous.
I didn't see any sharks in there or anything in other ones.
Kind of skews towards the abnormal.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I didn't hate it, which I thought I was going to.
I'd say he skews towards the kooky
wackadoo,
whatever.
Kooky wackadoo. Yeah. Tim Burton, except for Ed Wood, which is so good. All right, well, that's all I have. I mean, I've got other stuff, but we kind of already talked about it.
You're talking about Jenna Ortega.
Well,
I mean, I didn't mind her. I mean, she fit the bill. She was a younger Winona Ryder.
Yeah, I mean, she keeps playing. She's like almost 30, I think, now, and she keeps playing 17-year-olds.
Right?
How long has she been playing a 17-year-old for?
42 years.
Sure.
Okay, well, that's enough of Beetlejuice. You better not say it again.
Beetlejuice.
Okay, so we got to see Daner, 89.
Daner.
Fuck. That movie was deadly. I mean, how many times... Oh, so this is a typical prairie story from the 80s, eh? And how many times do you think they said the word fuck or deadly in one movie? I don't know because I gave up counting. But there's a lot.
Judging by the first two FUBARs, I'm guessing a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot. I did learn, though, that a rubber glove and a toilet paper roll can make a portable fuck machine.
That just sounds bad.
Or that Diener, as a young Christian, understood what over the panty stuff meant. Heavy petting, heavy squirting, heavy cleaning. That sometimes things are double fucked, like those adult actresses. And a quote like, that guy won't go away. It's like when you get dog shit in your hair. Or 69 is a big number, is big for everybody. But 1869 is big for us. Meaning the Métis people. Isn't that right, Murray? 1869, come on.
I'm trying to remember what.
That's right. As a Métis man, that should be the most important. 69 is important to Bryce and I, but 1869 is important to you.
Pretty sure it was late 1889.
Yeah. So, and many, many, many more in this movie. Here's the story, though. A young Métis man who has some thyroid issues that makes him look like an old man. Adopted by a super white parent, actually super white parents, with an adopted sister from the Blackfoot community who is also deadly at hockey and learns from the one and only Canadian icon, Mary Walsh, how to rock out on the bass and give her. He goes on a spiritual journey to Calgary to find his destiny and embrace his Métis roots. I never thought I would, based on this trailer, think this was going to be any good. But I laughed a lot at this and with this. There is a ton of ridiculous in both from the story side and also from the details and continuity. There's a scene in particular, Bryce and I are watching it, and the dad's like leaning out the door, And then they show the back shot, and there's no.
The door's not
The
open
door's not
anymore.
even open. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Shouldn't the door still be open?
And it added to the enjoyment.
It added to the enjoyment, which still made it funny.
Yeah.
I laughed at a comedy
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It was meh.
Yeah. I mean, I laughed a lot in this movie. And do I remember the movie 2 days later? No. But in the moment, was I laughing? Yeah.
You were. We laughed a lot,
I
actually.
laughed a lot in this movie. And just,
Didn't think we were going to, too.
I mean, it's not a work of art. It's edited poorly.
Neither were the other two movies.
The story, I guess, is,
It's kind of important.
yeah. It's weird. It's got the story's so ridiculous, but at the same time, yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah.
And it does say something in a roundabout way, gets to it by the end.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was also meh for me, and it's just purely based on the fact that I just laughed so darn much. I mean,
yeah.
I can't believe how much I laughed in this movie. And
Yeah. And you were the one that thought, like, I thought, well, I don't think I'm going to really like it. But when you watched
I
the trailer,
thought I was
you thought
gonna
this was going to be
hate
the
it.
worst. You, but,
Really,
you
with
know,
all that Decker music?
Dawkins.
Whatever.
By the way, there is a lot of Dawkins.
There
in
you
this.
go. See, it's got
So
your
much-
music. Right?
so
It's all
much-
over it.
so much Dawkins.
All
So
over
much
it. It's
Dawkins.
like watching a music video for an hour and a half.
So much Dawkins.
there's so much Dawkins. And then we get to see one of the characters from Dawkins.
Yes.
Just one.
Then they show them on stage, and I'm like, you know what? That could be Don Dawkins, but I don't think it was. But I didn't really notice in the credits whether Dawkins were themselves
Yep.
or not. But eh.
But you know what? They brought to light some pretty cool things about the Indigenous community
They did.
in Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and
And-
Alberta.
And we had a Kevin McDonald sighting.
We did.
That in itself would
That's
make
always
it
good.
meh.
Yeah.
And he was Kevin McDonald. He was
totally
amazing
good.
as,
Yeah, wow.
as he always is. Just looking at him, make some sort of expression just makes me giggle. So
It does.
yeah. So yeah, no, I am so shocked that I enjoyed this movie, but I genuinely enjoyed this movie. And it's outlandish. There might be more F-bombs in this movie than maybe any movie
Ever been made.
Since Fubar 2.
Wait.
But here's the thing. It's got heart, and it actually made me feel stuff.
Yeah.
So,
There was the feels going on.
so you know what? It did what it needed to do, and it was enjoyable.
I
So,
think any Canadian from the 80s or 90s should see Diener 89.
yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Totally. Including humor, even with the
Wow.
Dawkins.
If I was aware it was a political movie about my people, I might have made more of an effort. But
It's so much more than that.
You
though.
guys go on Mondays, and I was busy hanging with the Raptors on Monday night.
You were.
So I couldn't go anyway.
Nice. Yeah. That's two mez there, Mer.
All right then.
Nice.
One right anyway.
Yes.
You know what? Now I'm excited for Diener 2025. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go.
All right. Do you want me to lead this one off?
What is it?
Front room.
The
I don't
front
even
room.
know what else we watch. Oh, the front room.
It's got you doing the intro.
Yeah. I don't even remember.
Watching it.
No, I remember watching it.
Okay, I'll take this one.
All right.
All right. So these
Front
days,
room.
the films have trailers. And lately, they also have interviews with cast and directors. So in this one, our main, I want to put antagonist, aka stepmom, aka Catherine Hunter, aka Solange, says this film is unique and almost a new genre. Of course, I thought, well, I watched the trailer. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well,
that doesn't make any
Color
sense.
me stupefied. The new genre we just watched is, and I'm going to think this is a very unique and original genre, religious pooping granny horror. That's the new genre.
Yes.
Horrible
It's
already.
definitely religious,
It's definitely
Pooping
religious. There's a lot of pooping.
granny
There's
horror.
granny and there's
But there's also comedy. So,
it's a religious pooping granny horror comedy.
yeah, there you go. So, Catherine Hunter is brilliant and is a reason alone to see this movie. as the evil, weird stepmom. The story itself is a bit of a slow burn and builds slowly, but we do get to really know each character. And as a new mom, Brandy, who has to deal with a new career, a new baby, an overworked and underpaid husband, with past family issues, and soon her husband's stepmom, who abused him as a child, moves in with them for money. And I mean lots of money.
A lot of money.
Slowly we realize that our stepmother is either possessed by the Lord or Satan or something and starts messing shit up. Literally. MESS! MESS!
That spells mess.
That's right. But we also find out she's a member of the KKK and is putting on an act to fuck with our poor mom, played by Brandy.
In case you missed the intro, the wife or the mother is black.
Yeah, Brandy's black.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, Brandy the singer.
Brandy the singer.
Yeah.
From like 1990.
Yeah.
Something.
That's right. She's back, baby, as
She's
an actor.
back 30 years later.
That's right. Needless to say, there is a bunch of shit that completely unwinds our poor Brandy. The story is put together good, but the ending kind of has too many endings and spells it out a little too much for my liking. I really enjoyed this and was creeped out a lot and loved all of that creepiness. I'm looking forward to the next religious pooping granny horror com. But I found this one had some pacing issues and transition issues that the story was so good. It was a high meh. Because I think religious pooping granny horror may be my new favorite genre.
There's a lot of pee in it, too.
More poop. There's a lot more poop.
She was mopping up urine a lot, especially off that leather couch.
Now the question is this accidental, or is she doing it on purpose because she's a member of the KKK?
You get the impression that
living
she's
in a
doing it on
home
purpose.
run by a black person.
Yeah.
Think she's doing it on purpose?
Yeah, you know.
She is.
I mean, column A, column B.
Yeah.
The husband thinks it's because she's got incontinence.
Yeah.
But Brandy knows
She's
different.
really evil.
Brandy knows different.
Yeah, I don't care about the clunky transitions. I don't care about all that other crap you're talking about saying, well, maybe it wasn't that good. This movie was so freaking entertaining. To give it anything but a Mondo is ridiculous. I don't care what problems you had with it. At the end of the day, I don't understand how you couldn't just absolutely just enjoy this thing.
I was enjoying
for
it.
what it was.
I was enjoying it.
And Catherine Hunter as Solange. I mean, I don't know that I've had a character in the last long while that has been as entertaining as her, and her performance in this. I mean, it is a brave performance. She puts it all out there, and you know, there's lots of stuff you could nitpick at.
That's what I'm doing. That's our job, to nitpick.
But you know what? Sometimes you can nitpick at stuff, and
this is the most nitpickiest person.
And this is the guy who goes from a Mondo to a rage because of one thing. And
you know what? I just had such a good time that at
damage.
no point did I go, whatever was happening on the screen was going to make this less than a Mondo, because it was so much fun. I love this movie.
So you love the ending too?
Don't care. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed everything.
Who are you?
It's all
this
good.
Is a new person.
Who is this guy?
This is post.
The ending was the ending. It was fine.
This is post brain damage.
You know why
Bryce.
I love the ending? You know why I loved the ending? Because it clocked in at just over 90 minutes, and that was the perfect amount of time for me to spend with these characters. So the ending was just fine. We got to it quickly.
The perfect
I enjoyed
time
this
would have been
movie a
80
lot.
minutes with these people.
Because
there was about 10
poppycock.
minutes. There's 10 minutes they could have popped out of it.
You, sir,
Sure, I
are incorrect.
Sure, I would have hated it.
Mondo.
I think you might not have liked it for as much
Here's
as...
the $1 million question.
I
Was
will-
it scary at all?
No.
No, it's
Then
not.
I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah,
It's not a horror.
it's
You know
not
what
a-
it is?
I don't find old
It's-
people pooping to be funny.
It's more of an
and
absurdist comedy
Yeah.
than it is an actual.
To me, it has to be one or the other, and
And there-
it was in the middle somewhere.
And there are different types of comedy in this. There's gross out comedy, there's cerebral comedy, there's absurd comedy. Like, they've mixed every type of comedy. There's some slapstick. It's all in here.
Sure.
Yeah.
All of it.
There's some comedy.
Yeah.
But, ultimately, it's one of those. I mean, it's horror from the sense that
creepy.
What Brandy's going through is horror, and there is supernatural shit that's happening in it.
Is there?
Yes, 100%.
I don't think there was ever any
There's
supernatural.
totally
I don't know what you're
supernatural.
talking about.
Oh my God.
There was no supernatural in
Was there
it.
a demon involved?
Okay, so what about the cross with the baby?
Those were dream sequences.
Those were not. She even showed it to her husband. Her husband was in a dream.
The what?
The cross with the baby. When you put the cross over the baby, it stops crying, and you move the cross away, the baby's crying.
Who can explain what babies do? Babies are little wieners that shouldn't even be seen.
So Murray,
why do you
explain.
people out there even have them?
There is supernatural things that happen with this lady. In fact,
there's nothing supernatural.
Oh my God! No wonder you like this movie so much. You don't even remember how.
I remember it perfectly.
You don't
He
even
doesn't understand it. He just
there was
he
didn't understand nothing.
There is nothing supernatural. Everything that's super. Other than your little baby thing, which is like babies do
and
stuff.
those creepy people that came over and put their hands on her and they healed her belly.
No, they didn't heal her belly.
Oh my God! How many times did you fall asleep in this movie?
I didn't fall asleep at all.
You must have. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah, there's a belly. Okay, there was one thing. There was belly
multiple things where they showed supernatural things happening.
Poppycock. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, for those who haven't seen this movie yet, expect to see some supernatural stuff.
There's none.
Expect to see some creepy
maybe
granny.
a belly healing
and apparently
thing.
a lot of pooping.
And there's some pooping.
There's some pooping.
I won't say a lot of pooping.
I wouldn't say, but there's some.
There's the right amount of pooping.
And there's a lot of cleaning up poop.
That's right.
Which is, it is what it is.
And
mopping up pee.
Yeah.
It's good times.
You done?
I think so.
I love this movie.
It was good.
It was
I
Mondo.
liked it. It was man.
Okay.
It was Mondo.
It was man.
Catherine Hunter was amazing.
She was amazing. Are you going to talk about Catherine Hunter's top 10 films, Murray?
Please do.
What the hell is that?
She was
Solange.
She was
No
Solange.
idea who that even is. No.
Solange.
I have something just a tad more serious.
What?
She was in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
If you're done talking about poop, I have something.
Okay, let's hear.
She was in Poor
serious.
Things. She might be undoubted.
Didn't even get through that whole movie. I only saw 2/3 of it.
What's that? Poor Things?
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Because we had to shut it off to go to the other movie.
That's right.
Oh yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, you don't, because you weren't there.
I rarely am. I'm not even sure I'm here right now.
He's not here right now. We already know
Well,
that.
then just shut your yap for the next 10 minutes.
All right, let's hear it, baby.
I'm gonna try, Mur. I'm gonna try.
You do. Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm gonna try.
Because you finished your chips. Yeah, what would be a good time to eat them right about now?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Should have got me a bigger bag.
That wasn't my choice. On Monday, the great James Earl Jones passed away.
Yeah,
At
he
the
did.
age of 93.
Wah, wah.
Usually
Darth
a celebrity death isn't a huge deal around here. But in the case of Mr. Jones, I think we can take a few minutes to celebrate his career.
All right. I'm all
Although
for it.
he's mostly known as the voice of Darth Vader and King Mufasa in The Lion King, he really had a lot of incredible
This
roles.
is CNN.
And CNN. So here are some of his best roles.
Hmm?
Conan the Barbarian,
Wow.
1982.
Come on.
Admittedly, I have yet to get through this lengthy sci-fi film, but there's no doubt Jones was iconic as Thulsa Doom.
We're starting with Conan.
That's at the
Working
bottom of the
backwards.
list.
It's the bottom
That's
of the
the bottom
list.
of the list.
Okay.
He's
He
going.
was still good in it.
He's good in it.
The
Is
villain is
he-
cult leader who kills
Was
who he
anybody
wants
good in it?
and takes whatever he sees.
Arnie's good in everything.
Since this came out after Empire Strikes Back, we finally got to see what Darth Vader might look like without the mask.
That's right.
Except next movie turned out to be a white guy.
I'm a white guy.
That old white guy in Jedi.
Oh.
Next up, The Great White Hope,
Mhm.
1970.
Mhm.
This film earned Jones his only Oscar nomination, though he did get an honorary one about 12 years ago. He also won a Tony Award for the same role. The Great White Hope won the Pulitzer Prize for Drama and the Tony Award for Best Play that year.
cool.
In this film, Jones plays a version of heavyweight boxer Jack Johnson, the world's first African-American champion, who battles a society trying to keep him down and condemns his relationship with a white woman. I've never seen this film, but it sounds like it's worth checking out.
It's good.
It is good.
Okay, the next one I know you guys aren't going to like. Coming to America.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, but
Coming to America or coming
first
to
one, the
America?
first one.
Oh, okay.
Still terrible.
I know you guys
but
don't
not
like
as
this
terrible.
movie. As one of Eddie Murphy's biggest fans, I would easily put this in my top 5 Murphy films. Eddie is incredible, playing multiple
I'm sorry,
roles.
what? Top 5? Okay.
My favorite Eddie
Of
Murphy
all
movies.
time?
Of all time.
Really?
Eddie Murphy movies, yes.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
one of
I
the top
gotcha.
5.
All right.
I love this movie.
Fair enough.
Eddie's incredible, playing multiple roles, including an old Jewish white man, who people didn't even know it was him. Arsenio Hall also has a lot of funny roles. Essential to why the film works so well, though,
Weren't we
is
talking about Ginger Earl Jones?
who plays King Jaffe Joffer.
We're back.
Hakeem's
We're focused again.
well-meaning brick of a father. It's a solid, commanding presence that, in some ways, is the heart of the movie. He just wants the best for his son.
Who doesn't?
It was a good role.
Yeah.
Next up, the Jack Ryan films. Multiple. Hunt for Red October still ranks as one of my favorite movies, and possibly one of the few military/war films I actually enjoyed.
That was Sean Connery trying to speak Russian?
That's right. His best roles.
Yes.
And Sam Neill.
So good.
Sam Neill.
Also speaking Russian?
Yes, also speaking Russian.
Really
good
well.
character,
Yes.
yes, because he's Sam Neill. Adapted from the work of Tom Clancy, the Jack Ryan films were all well-reviewed and successful.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin starred in The Hunt for Red October alongside Connery before Harrison Ford took over the role for the rest of the series. In the initial trilogy, Jones plays Admiral James Greer, the commander who actually recruited Ryan in the first place. Unfortunately, they made another one with Ben Affleck and without James Earl Jones. I'm
so
not talking about that one.
Ben Affleck's the best. I know you don't want to talk about it because he just outshines
Because
everybody.
James Earl Jones wasn't in that, and that's what this is about.
That's right, it is.
Okay,
Except Arsenio Hall.
next up, one of the big ones. Field of Dreams, 1989.
Yes.
If you build it, he will come.
And did-
Yes,
and he
Jim,
did.
another sports
Spoiler
film.
alert.
That's right, it's
he
also...
came.
yeah, this movie's awful.
While I find watching real baseball to be mind-numbingly
It's not
boring,
that bad.
apologies to our American
Had Ray
listeners.
Liotta in it.
Yes, I love Ray Liotta too. Now he's joined James Earl Jones up there.
Yes.
I do enjoy
The other way around, but yes.
Well, I do enjoy
James Earl Jones joined
joined
in.
him, yes, but now they're together. They're together again.
Together.
Now they just gotta wait for
Together again.
Now they just gotta wait for Kevin Costner to
Just
die.
like, yeah.
Just like Field of Dreams.
Anyway, easily one of the best sports movies ever made. Kevin Costner plays
What?
Iowa farmer Ray, guided by mysterious visions to build a baseball diamond. The film was very Frank Capra-esque, full of optimism and hope. Probably why you didn't like it.
It's just because it's awful.
Jones
That's why.
plays Terrence Mann, a controversial writer of the past who becomes central to the overall mystery and towards Ray's supernatural reconciliation with his father, which is what it was actually about.
Wasn't there some sprinkling of Jesus in there, too?
I don't know.
There wasn't any Jesus, really.
It's about baseball. Shoeless Joe.
I mean, it was about the...
It was Shoeless Joe.
I mean, there was... Nah, I don't think they really brought up... I don't remember.
Think hard.
I watched it
It was a while ago.
100 years ago. I watched it once.
Then we
That was
have
enough.
Dr. Strangelove.
We do have that.
How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
The Bomb.
That's a movie I could
Long
watch all the
title.
time.
This
Yes.
came out in
Twice on Sunday.
1964, before I was born. So a bit before my time, and I didn't see it.
That was
Starring
decades
Peter
before I
Sellers
was
and
born.
George C. Scott. The dark satire toys with a scenario of nuclear fallout that becomes increasingly absurd. Dr. Strangelove was nominated for 4 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Actor for Sellers. Jones, in a small but highly memorable role as Zog, is the bombardier who attempts to be the voice of reason at one point, but where calamity becomes simply inevitable. His character is last seen as the bomber who drops the nuclear bomb over Russia,
That scene is so
with
good.
Major King Kong, Slim Pickens, straddling it like a mechanical bull. It may be the most iconic moment and image in all of satirical cinema. And he was in that.
And Murray, you gotta, if you haven't seen this movie
haven't
yet,
seen it.
you have to see it.
I can find it for free somewhere.
Well, come to my house. I own it.
Okay, then we have The Lion King. This remains my favorite all-time animated film. And probably the last one that I enjoyed. And it came out in 1994.
What?
Tells you how much I don't like animated movies.
What?
Did you see Heavy Metal?
Okay, maybe Toy Story is up there too.
What about Heavy Metal?
That was before that.
There's boobies.
I was too young. To this day, I cannot go through watching Lion King without sobbing like a whiny baby.
Really?
Oh yeah, it gets me every time.
Huh.
Okay.
In the film, Jones voiced the patriarch of the Pride Lands, the wise and just Mufasa, who seeks to pass on his knowledge of the great circle of life to his son Simba. Lion King, loosely based on Shakespeare's Hamlet, is a visually masterful, funny musical with some of the highest dramatic stakes of any family movie. It features an amazing soundtrack with some Elton John songs and the hilarious Hakuna Matata, powerful message. And of course, his number one role,
Yes.
Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. Thanks for that. Even though David Prowse was in the suit, it was Jones's voice that really gave us chills in the original trilogy. Jones actually signed over the rights to his voice recordings for Disney to reuse over and over again for all future Star Wars projects.
Well, actually, we made
I hope
it.
they
Darth-
gave him at least $10
Darth
for
Vader
that.
will never die.
Never.
You know, I just saw a thing on this today because he actually said it in a previous interview.
Yeah.
For the first Star Wars, James Earl Jones got $7,000.
What?
That's big money.
1977.
$7,000 to talk into a microphone? We talk into a microphone and get nothing.
I don't think he got any
get
what you
debt.
call it, any merchandising rights or anything. But luckily, he came back for 2 more, so he made up for it. But anyway, yeah, I just hope his family still gets paid for all that work that he's not actually in. So no matter what you remember James Earl Jones from, it can truly be said that we lost a true giant of the film industry.
True.
That's all I got.
That is true. And an inflation calculator of $7,000
Like 30 grand
is worth $36,000
for
today.
a
To,
movie. Period.
talk into a mic.
Still,
Yeah,
a
so
lot
that's
of
not
What
lines.
did he
very much
have?
for-
Like
Yeah,
30 lines?
He had enough lines.
Could do that in like 20, knock those out in 20 minutes.
So he's making
Like 200, over 200 grand an hour.
Sure.
That's right.
Well,
Well,
I'm
if,
guessing he made
if that's how the math worked, but 36 times.
Oh, did you say
3
36? I
Yeah.
heard you say 76. He's making over 100 grand an hour.
Luckily, he came back for 2 more movies and got paid. I'm guessing a lot more.
Probably not 100 grand an hour.
He probably owns the rights to all those little Star Wars guys, those little Darth Vaders that are running around. Anyway, so yeah,
There's
that was,
little
it was
Darth
sad.
Vaders?
He died. Little action figure guys.
Yeah, I had one of them.
He would have had a piece of that, I'm sure.
I was like Eddie Murphy. Speaking of Eddie Murphy, I used to stick G.I. Joes in my butthole.
There you go. Each
How was
their
that speaking of Eddie Murphy?
Because
Always got to go there.
you don't remember his
Oh,
Delirious?
yeah.
Are you
Remember?
ready?
Yeah,
And then
I
a
remember.
big brown shark came.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe got stuck. And G.I. Joe got stuck in the water. Slashed my butthole.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Thanks for ruining that moment.
Temperature rising. Vision blurring. Rage taking over.
Ooh, my sweet, sweet rage. How I love you so much. All right, I got a multi-banger today. First rage. First rage is a continuation, because if Bryce can continue a
Bryce?
rage for like, well, it'll probably end there. Let's
It'll
just,
get there
let's just
eventually.
assume it's eventually going to get there. So you know what? I'm going to start this time. This time it's Bryce. I haven't got a reason yet, but it's coming. I am almost positive of it. So that's my first rage is Bryce. Second rage.
You'll be raging about me in a minute.
Okay, perfect. Second rage.
I had a rice rage too.
I may be talking about Cineclub some more.
Oh my God! Yes, see? It's
you own
Bryce.
stock there now?
Yeah.
No, but it's like well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah, okay. So, good. So it's out of the way, Bryce. I may still bring it up again. My second rage is, can we please stop getting... The only people that make original films now is A24. Mm-hmm. The only ones in Hollywood that do original film
So
content.
your rage is everybody but
Everybody
A24?
Yes, it is.
Blumhouse last week.
Well, it was Blumhouse because they're terrible.
And that's the two major
but
companies that make horror movies.
Well, A24 doesn't just make horror. They make all sorts of stuff.
yeah, they make everything.
They just make everything.
Everything
and they
good.
make everything good, and it's all original.
and it's all original
It's
content.
not a bunch of remakes and reboots and
rehashes, and it's the only one that's willing to take risks on things.
Yeah.
And so that's another part of my rage, but mostly because this, I think it was yesterday or today, I tagged Murray on a couple of things on socials, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is now coming out with a sequel, and now this is coming. It's like, Hollywood, just go get fucked. I can't stand anything that's coming out of Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's ruining.
Goonies coming out with a sequel.
Yeah,
is
like,
insane.
come on. I mean, really.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, so that's my second. And my third,
Oh, why with the multiple rages? Save
well, you
it
know
for
what? I
next
got
week.
lots to rage about. Don't get me started. I'm going to get back to you in a minute. So the other thing that made me rage was when we were at the cinema watching The Front Room, these ladies that were sitting beside me through the whole movie, either talking on their phone or answering their phone or talking about other things that aren't the movie. Like they were talking at the movie through the whole movie.
They old or young?
They were in their, I'm going to say 40s,
I don't think they were that old.
early 40s,
like
late
us.
30s.
I'd say early 30s.
But not teenagers.
No.
No.
They're old enough to
know
know
better.
Yeah. So, people, I know a lot of you haven't gone to the movie theaters like we have, because, you know, that's all we do pretty much with our free time. But, you know, here's a trick. When you go to the movie theaters, you're sitting around other people, not just your friends at home where you can not even care if you're watching the movie. Like, I don't even know how they can watch the movie and talk through the entire movie and understand the whole movie.
I don't understand spending $15 on a seat and then not watching the movie.
watching
I know.
It's
It
weird.
doesn't even make
They
sense.
must be independently wealthy.
You know what? Maybe they're part of chaos theory. That they go to movie theaters to fucking piss me off.
That's why I go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go. That's my fourth.
I always have to wait till the podcast to really piss you off. It's worth
No,
the wait.
it's just a bubbling, raging cauldron all week anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. That's it. That's all I got. I only
all you
got
got?
three or four
It's always
this
the
week.
same. It's just a shame. That's all.
Is that actually a Phil Collins song?
That's a Genesis song, but yes, Phil Collins sings
Surprising
it.
because you don't like him.
What do you mean, don't like him? I pull Phil Collins off my shelf right now, buddy.
It's
I
me
pull
that's not a big
Genesis
fan
off my
of.
shelf too.
I like
He's the hater.
I like Genesis. I don't like Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil Collins solo stuff is terrible. For the most part.
If you still own it.
I still own it. I own a lot of stuff I don't like. I own like a ridiculous amount of CDs,
You're
man.
very strange.
He's
Yeah.
got an addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Got a fever.
Right.
And the only cure is more cowbell.
That's right.
All right, so I go to buy my tickets for I don't even know. Oh yeah, for the Monday night movies, right? And I should be able to get a $9.99 movie because I'm part of Cine Club. And then the next movie is a different movie, so I should get a $9.99 movie
Yeah, I
again.
paid $15 for that.
But here's the thing. So I've got the $9.99 movie. Oh, what do you mean you paid $50? Here's why. And you should be upset too.
I think it was because
It's because they overlap. Because the one finishes after the other one starts.
Did you find this out? Or,
Yes.
Or maybe Diener 80.
No, Diener 89
was a
wasn't
special feature.
No, it wasn't a special feature.
Are you sure?
Yes. Well, if you would have bought that, did you buy that ticket first or second?
I don't remember.
Bought it second.
Maybe.
Yeah, you did. So then I had to use my free movie to watch Diener 89 because I wasn't going to get charged $15
I paid
for it.
$15 for it.
Why didn't you just use your free movie?
I don't have free movies. I use them up.
Oh, because I got a bunch of them.
You should have bought mine for me.
I'm waiting for September 17th where I can buy more than $9.99 ticket at a time.
Here it comes.
But anyways, so the $9.99 ticket,
Eleanor
I go to
H.
buy
too.
another $9.99 ticket, and just because the movie overlaps by a few minutes, it won't let me buy a $9.99 ticket for the second one.
Cineclub.
I'm hoping that because of the new rule changes that are coming, I think it's September 17th, but I might be wrong. I don't know. September something. It's like last third of September-ish. It's might be the 19th, 20th. I don't know.
Details.
But anyways, so once again, I feel like eventually I'm not going to be annoyed by Cineclub because of what the
Because you'll
changes.
own stock in the company.
Because
by
the
then.
changes that they're telling me are coming. But as of right now, I'm still annoyed because I had to use a free movie.
Eh,
So I had to go to a movie for free
no.
because of Cineclub.
Oh,
that sounds
no.
terrible.
I know, it's awful.
Because you're an idiot.
But now I don't have that free movie anymore.
Now I almost want to murder you so that all those free tickets you have go to waste.
Go to us.
That would just be fitting. So if you turn, our podcast listeners, if Bryce turns up dead,
That's
it
why.
wasn't me, wink, wink, just to punish him and his estate for not getting his free tickets. What do you have, like 70 now?
I don't
Something
know.
like that.
There's
He's never
quite a
going to
few.
use them all.
There's a bunch of them.
They're just going to sit there for years.
I'm going to use them eventually.
Okay.
I'm in no particular rush.
You don't wear a helmet when you bike, too, so
I do now. I've
Did
been
you
wearing
get-
it. I've
did
been
you
wearing
get
a
hit by
helmet
car
while
once?
I've been hit by a car on way more than once.
Yeah, multiple occasions.
I've been hit by a car about five. I've been hit by a bus once, and I've been hit by cars like 5 times. But I only really injured myself like 3 of those times.
Exactly.
Getting hit by the bus, I got a few scrapes. I was fine.
That's it. Yeah, buses are kind of more cushioned.
Yeah, well, it just kind of bumped me and sent me flying.
Yeah.
The cars actually hit me.
Those are.
But that's a
those hurt.
story for another time. I don't know why we're talking about that.
That's just another reason to show that you're a dummy.
But I'm good at falling off my bike. I've never hit my head.
Yeah. The only time you haven't gotten a concussion.
Yeah. What? No, I got a concussion from my dog because for some reason he decided to headbutt me.
He just likes to headbutt you.
All right, so as usual, Bryce's rage is pretty lame.
What are you talking about?
It's the worst.
I had to use my free movie.
Well, yeah, I don't have to. This just writes itself. It just writes itself. How
does.
stupid it is.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
I'm
All right,
done.
well, I have a follow-up
What?
on your A24 theory.
What?
Okay.
I have found movies that I know at least one of you hates.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A24 has put out.
Uh-oh.
They may not have produced it, but they released it.
Okay.
Let's go with Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
For that A24?
That's A24.
That was
That was horrible.
awful.
Yeah, but wait, did-
Hereditary.
Oh,
which
he
you
loves
hate.
Hereditary.
I loved it. It was
He
Mondo.
hated it.
You hate it.
I didn't love it.
Let's go with American Honey.
Oh,
Mondo.
That's
Also-
terrible.
I will say that these ones were all a little early on in there.
Doesn't say what years, but
Yeah.
I know, but those are all real, except for
Um,
Bodies. But the other two
Disaster
were early.
Artist with
Oh, that was good.
DeFranco's.
Yeah, that was
Rogan.
Mondo.
Really?
That was
For-
good.
That was Mondo for me.
And ones that I hated. Come on.
It was a
Absolutely
Mondo.
rage for
It was
me.
a Mondo.
Absolutely Mondo.
In Fabric, also a rage.
Oh,
was
my
Super
God, it was Mondo.
Super Mondo.
And The Green Knight, I
Which
also
was a
raged.
unbelievable
Exceptionally
Mondo.
Super
Yes.
Mondo.
Just saying.
Oh,
Not
okay.
everything.
Yeah, everything except for Bodies.
Maybe recently, but yeah, that one was only a couple of years ago.
I know, but that's it.
Just saying.
It's
So don't
we're
be
s-
just.
their batting percentage is
They're
ridiculous.
fallible too. Just saying.
With Bodies, but
Rage.
that's it.
Subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
All right.
But yeah, there's probably a 90% track record of awesome movies by
Yep.
them. But yeah, there's a few I didn't like at all.
So we are going to be super busy over the next couple weeks with Film Festival. It's coming up, Calgary International Film Fest. So Murr is going to find us
I did.
something. Yeah, he's going to find us a dare to watch, but we will not be watching it until we get back from the film
Well,
festival.
I can give it to you now if you want.
Yeah, let's take
Well,
it.
I even reworked the whole list.
Attaboy.
Because you added a few names. and I crossed a few off. So yeah, recently it was Carol Kane, and then I found a few Tom Hardy ones.
Nice.
One of which was an A24 film.
Nice.
We'll save that one. So yeah, apparently Sisters Brothers came up again, because there's like 8 people on our list who are all in that movie.
Yep. We can't watch it. It's already been
apparently
agreed.
you can't watch it again.
No, because we can't agree.
So what I've got is one with Carol Kane
Yes.
and Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Nice.
A little ditty called
Jack and
Transylvania 65000.
Transylvania 65000.
They are both in it.
Hey, isn't Ed Begley Jr. in that?
Yep.
Probably is, but he's not on this list. Is
Yeah, I know.
he? If he out,
We just watched an
if
Ed
he out-
Begley Jr. movie.
If he out
recently,
mesmerizes
though.
both of them, then you can take them both off. But yeah.
So it's 6-2000 or 6?
No, it's
5,000.
Transylvania 65000.
All right.
It would be a comedy.
I really, really enjoyed that movie when I was, 10 or whatever when it came
A
out.
while ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to
just so
rewatch
you know,
it.
I went through all of her movies, and she's in a lot of really bad movies. A lot of really bad.
It's got to
actors.
work.
And a lot of those actors are on our list.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Doubteds and Repulsives.
Oh, Doteds and
She's worked with
Repulsive.
a lot of those people.
So
Just
she's
saying.
going to crush them all. No doubt.
Yeah, well, she's the most mesmerizing thing, but they're really
All
bad
right.
movies. So
Well,
there you
when
go.
we get back from
Transylvania 65000.
back from Transylvania,
when we get back from Transylvania from our film festival extravaganza, we will be watching the Carol Kane versus the Jeff Goldblum in Transylvania 65000.
right then.
Last week on Rage or Dare, Jim was sent to Tubi Hell when he picked She-Devil
Oh, yeah.
from the Merman's ice creamy Tubi-tastic bucket of rage. This week, both Jim and Bryce will get the sheer delight of joining me, their god of rage, in my garden of earthly rage. That's right, I refilled my evil bag of remakes, boys. Anyone up for a reimagining? All right, let's find out from Jim exactly what level of hell he had to crawl through to survive both Academy Award winner Meryl Streep and the opposite of Academy Award winner Rosanne Barr in the, for lack of a better word, film called She-Devil.
I believe she won some Emmys though.
She did. Well, let me tell
For
you
her
about
comedy.
She-Devil. Multiple-time Academy Award winner Meryl Streep versus Roseanne Barr, the Emmy Award winner, in a battle of the titans of talent. TV versus movie. Beauty versus beast. Or so the movie wants us to think. Well, here's a clue for you all. It was a battle, all right. A battle of who is the worst actor in the year 1989. And, well, it's a toss-up. Because both of them were completely horrible. Like, if anybody on the Academy saw Meryl Streep's performance in She-Devil, she would be not nominated for anything ever in her entire life. If you only saw one movie with Meryl Streep, and it was She-Devil, you would go, how is this person working past this movie? That's exactly what you would say when you watched her. I feel like I went to the absolute last circle of hell. Actor hell, to be exact. We got 1980s mole-faced comedy, because Roseanne has an ugly mole on her face for half the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think they forgot she had it, I guess, because the other half, she doesn't have one. But man, was that funny! The first part of the movie, she had a mole on her face. It was like right there on her face.
That's comic gold.
Moles on people, they're funny, right? Like
They're hilarious.
It's the best. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
I'm looking at your mole right
That's
now,
right,
and I'm
it's-
just laughing my ass
it's pretty
off.
funny, right? but
hilarious.
it's even bigger than my mole. It's
What?
like it's like a super mole.
Super mole.
Super funny. Moles are funny, I guess. Yeah. You know?
I got
let's
moles.
point that out. I don't want to know where those moles are. Basically, the movie is Roseanne is the
They're
wife
there.
of Ed Begley Jr.,
Yep.
who's a cheating douchebag
Wow,
who
Ed
ends
Begley
up
Jr.
He's
again.
everywhere now. That's we haven't seen Ed Begley in years, and now he's every movie we see. If it's either Ed Begley Jr. or it's Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Count those two in every movie now for the next year. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, so basically it's Roseanne Barr, and she's the wife of Ed Begley Jr., who is a cheating douchebag who ends up cheating on Roseanne with Meryl Streep in a steamy lovemaking scene, except for Meryl Streep's acting, of course. And he treats Roseanne like crap and calls her a she-devil. See that? He called her a she-devil.
Okay, yeah.
So that's the title of the movie, because he called her a she-devil.
That's clever.
But then later in the movie,
Right.
she does a wink and her eyes turn red, meaning that she really is a she. I think she might have really. So there was some supernatural in this movie too. So there's basically supernatural stuff in every movie we saw this week, maybe.
Except for the front room.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she burns down her house.
Right.
Which made sense, and
Yeah.
and then Ed Begley moves in with Meryl Streep, and then so Roseanne says, "You know what? I don't want my kids anymore. You can have them." So she gives her kids to the cheating couple, does a bunch of stuff to torture the two of them, ends up making friends with. Okay, and here's where things go a little crazy. The incredible Linda Hunt. So if you want to change a movie from being the worst thing that's ever been made, and then you add Linda Hunt into it, it completely changes the whole outlook
I
of
used
this
to
movie.
just love Linda Hunt.
How could you not still love Linda Hunt?
yeah.
She's literally one of the greatest actors of all times.
She's just funny.
She is the best. Who also plays a nurse at Meryl Streep's mom's nursing home, and they start a business together. A bunch of stuff happens that isn't funny, and at least as funny as seeing a mole on a face, right? Because that's funny. Begley ends up going to prison because he extorts money from his clients.
Oh.
Everyone wins. Everyone is happy.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
almost everyone's happy. I
Uh-oh.
mean, everyone in the movie is happy,
Oh.
but everyone who watched the movie,
Not so
like
happy.
me, I can 100% guarantee that nobody was happy.
Wah, wah.
Unless you have an infatuation with moles. I can tell you there was not one funny thing that happened in this entire movie. And I mean nothing.
No kidding.
Not one. Everyone who may at one time in their career had talent appears to have been punished by Satan himself for being in this. Because the only one worth seeing in this, and I've already mentioned it, is the fabulous Linda Hunt, who's fabulous in everything, even if she's only in this in a very small amount of time. Whereas everybody else were so completely painstakingly, punishingly awful actors. And it was the absolute lowest level of hell that I could be sent to. Yeah, this is a rage. A demonic rage. In fact, every single one in this, except for Linda, and especially Meryl Streep, were she-devils. This is so horrible.
Yeah.
Completely horrible. You're welcome.
Yeah.
It's got Roseanne Barr in it. Like, what, her only movie she ever made? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's so
reason.
painful.
I saw the trailer and I was horrified by it.
You know, she was natural in Roseanne because I think she was just playing herself.
I never found her funny, to be honest.
I like the show. John Goodman was in it.
I like
The
John
cast of
Goodman.
characters.
I had no
in
problem
that.
with the rest of them. I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
It's like Seinfeld. I got no problem with the rest of them. I just don't like him. That's why I won't watch the show.
Well, he's not an actor. She's not an actor.
Exactly
right.
right.
So,
Anyway,
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
All right,
well.
we got to pull from the Casey bag
Casey bag.
of evil remakes.
Is that the full one?
This is the full one. I
Oh.
consolidated them all into one bag.
They must have been running out then.
All right, Bryce. When we come back from our film festival fiasco, we will be watching a Casey classic in Pulse from 2006.
Pulse. Is that Chris Evans?
Sounds about
Possible.
right.
I don't remember what it was about.
It was terrible. If
I'm
it's the movie I'm thinking it
Sure
is.
it was.
Is it a remake?
I don't think it's a remake though. Oh no, it's not. It's not what I'm thinking it is. Never mind.
It's from 2006.
There's two
Kristen Bell, 2006
Kristen
Pulse.
Bell.
Yeah, I don't think it's a remake.
No, there's two of them. There's one 2001 version as well.
Oh, it's the same story.
No, just they're both called the same thing.
Are you sure it's not a
They have no
remake?
originality.
Casey doesn't normally give
My
us things
computer
unless
hacker
they're
friend
a remake.
channels
Yeah,
a
it's
mysterious
weird.
wireless signal. So yeah, it's a sort of a sci-fi thing.
But it's got Kristen Bell. She's awesome. Right?
She has
Not
maybe she'll stop
really.
talking politics, maybe. I don't like when she talks.
Well, we will be back next week for a regular episode that'll be a little shortened because we got to do some interviewing of some directors. We got to go do some planning for our upcoming film festival. In the meantime, if you live in Alberta, make sure to check out SIF Calgary for everything that's playing. Maria gave a good recap the other week.
Yeah, it
so.
starts next Wednesday
Yeah, next Wednesday.
with the Tragically Hip thing.
Nice. All right.
Brad Dourif's Impulse.
There you go.
Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family who you can find in our show notes. Fun. Thank you, Casey, the nerdy photographer, our god of rage and the voice of Rage or Dare. Find us on social media everywhere and check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We always want to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating and all that other good stuff. Send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 don't make us a rage. That's it for this week. Rage on.
Rage on. Maybe he's not in it.